Jazzy Joe's Vinyl Adventures.
Okay, give me a beat.
Watch this.
Hi everyone, welcome to this new web series and 6th episode of Jazzy Joe's Vinyl Adventures, the web series where I talk to various collectors, sellers and producers of vinyl records in India. In every episode, we feature different lovers and promoters of vinyl records along with my tips about collecting records. This time, we are talking to Sunny Mathew, my friend, who has created India's largest vinyl and gramophone museum, which has over 1 lakh rare records, including records in their earliest form, and about 300 gramophones or record players of different varieties in his self-built discs and machines museum in Kottayam, Kerala, India. Then we will chat with Rafi Ahmed from Meerut, who also has an amazing amount of records in his collection. Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to chat with these two vinyl lovers, and let's start with the museum. In the heart of plantation country in Kerala's Kottayam district is Discs and Machines, Sunny's Gramophone Museum and Records Archive, a remarkable collection of vintage records housed in a double-storied, air-conditioned building with an atrium. It is a treasure trove with more than 1 lakh gramophone discs, of which around 75% are 78 RPM shellac records, cylinder records and wire records. There are also more than 260 gramophones. The gramophones include external floral horn models, table models, cabinet models, deca models with a suitcase, pocket types, children's toy gramophones, phonographs for playing cylinder records, electrical players and wire recorders. The earliest in his collection dates to 1897. In 2013, after he retired from the Kerala Forest Development Corporation, Sunny Mathew decided to build a museum right next to his house. In 2015, he sunk his pension money into the building and the museum was inaugurated on January 25th. Every anniversary of the museum is observed with a seminar on recording that is attended by well-known names from India and abroad. Sunny wants to save his collection so that future generations can understand their importance and learn from them. Sunny has also been presenting papers in national and international fora and has been covered by national media for his amazing museum and passion. And so, ladies and gentlemen, as promised, I would like to introduce all of you very, very proudly to my friend, Mr. Sunny Mathew. Sir, good evening. Namaskar. How are you, sir?
Fine. Welcome.
I thank you so much for taking out time from your busy schedule and talking to us about your passion. It's a wonderful thing, sir.
Thanks.
And now I know you've got a huge museum now, and I know that all your vinyl, all your gramophones are spread over 2 floors, and it's the only museum of its kind in our whole country, India. But I would like to take you down memory lane and ask you the question that, do you remember which was your first experience with vinyl and with gramophones? Do you remember that, sir? Or with shellac? I think you started with shellac.
Yeah, I grew up with gramophone, music from the gramophone.
Okay.
At that time, there was no radio or any other source for hearing music.
Okay.
So the only source for hearing music was the gramophone.
Okay, sir.
And there was a small collection of records in the house, and also father he was a teacher in a local school, and he used to bring records from the school also for our hearing. So we had a lot of music in my childhood.
Oh, wow. And by any chance, do you remember your first turntable or your first record, your first shellac? Do you remember that?
First one I bought was in the 1980s only.
Okay. And which turntable did you use? Your first turntable that you remember that you used at home to listen to the records that your father got?
It was a HMV model 102, the suitcase type.
Okay.
And we have a fine collection of Hindi, Tamil and Malayalam records.
Oh, I see. Movie records?
Yes, movie records like Jugnu, etc. Noorja Khan.
Okay. Wow. And do you know now? I believe you have more than 1 lakh records right now. But do you know? Have you counted how many records do you have now in your collection?
Just counted the number of spaces.
Yeah.
They are in cells, 8.5 inch width cell.
Okay.
It is a beehive design, double sided.
Okay.
So the number of records in one cell and multiply it with the number of cells.
Okay. Okay. It's difficult to count each one of them. Too many to count. But what about gramophones? Because you have a lot of gramophones also. Have you counted them? Do you know how many gramophones you have right now?
Including the record players and other players, it's around 300.
Oh, okay.
And some around 50 machines and other parts are lying to be assembled. Because in many places I got damaged gramophones.
Oh, okay.
The body is lost and other parts are remaining.
Oh, I see.
So I collected them also. They are waiting.
I see. And do you get them assembled or do you assemble them yourselves?
Yeah, I repair the machines myself.
Oh, wow.
Do the carpentry also.
Oh, wow. Amazing. And when did you think of the museum? You know, I'm sure you were collecting records and gramophones, but when did you think that I have to dedicate 2 floors and make a museum where people can come and see, they can learn and they can get inspired by it, like me? When did you think of that, sir?
In the 1980s, I got a chance to see a gramophone in Madurai, a flea market in Madurai. Madurai is some 210 kilometers from here in Tamil Nadu.
Okay, sir. Okay.
And out of curiosity, I bought the gramophone. It was in a very worse condition.
Okay.
I got it repaired. Then I started playing it. Then I collected some records for it.
Okay.
And that curiosity brought me to buy more gramophones and machines.
Oh.
And the house was filled with gramophones and records. No space for us to live.
Okay.
And the first step was in early 2000. I enlarged the house, built 3 more rooms. Okay. And the rooms were dedicated for the gramophones and records.
So you made the 2 floors for your museum.
At first I was just a collector. Out of curiosity and liking the songs, I was collecting records.
Yeah.
Then I got a chance to get acquainted with Dr. Suresh Chandunga of Society of Indian Record Collectors, Mumbai.
Yes. He's a great friend of mine. Yes.
And he introduced me to the world of not the other aspects of the collection, the history of that historical part. Okay. And he made me a researcher. And I got associated with GHT of Vienna. And I made a lengthy article on the activities of Lindstrom in South India.
Yeah.
Dr. Suresh Chandungar had written about the northern part of that company, and I took up the southern part.
Okay.
And in 2012, me along with Suresh and another is Mr. Shafi.
Okay.
So 3 Suresh, Shafi, and Sunny.
Okay.
We three go together and conducted a seminar exhibition program in Calicut. Calicut is some 275 kilometers from here.
Yeah.
And we had a nice exhibition.
Yeah.
And for 2 days, we could not get enough time to our food. It was very busy. People were flowing in.
Okay.
And from that experience,
Yeah.
I thought, why should I keep this under a vessel? This light.
Yeah.
This light should come out and should reach the masses.
Yeah.
So I discussed with Suresh, why should I not start a museum?
Yeah.
Suresh said that was a good idea. You should think of and in 2012 itself, I had a chance to present a paper in an international seminar in Delhi.
Okay.
IASA.
Okay.
IASA was a London-based institution.
Yeah.
I was a seminar there, their annual seminar.
Yeah.
And in that seminar, I declared I will be starting a museum with my collection.
Wow.
And in December 2012, I retired from my service and started the construction of this building.
Okay.
And it was completed by 2014. And in January 2015, museum was opened.
Okay. Wow.
It was a dream come true.
Yes,
It was
yes,
hard to believe.
I'm sure I can see the passion while you are explaining to me. I can see the passion in your face, and it's a wonderful thing that you have done for vinyl lovers, for the history of gramophones, for the history of records, shellac records. It's something that you have made not only for your passion, but it is going to inspire a lot of generations to come. And I want to ask you kind of a difficult question. The next one is a kind of a difficult question. Difficult because I'm going to ask you, which is your favorite item in your museum? Your favorite item. It can be a record, it can be a gramophone, it can be a turntable. Which is your favorite item? Because of its history, or because of the passion, or maybe it was a gift from a dear friend. Which is your favorite item, sir?
It is like a difficult question, like asking father or mother, which one of them of your children is your favorite.
I agree.
It is just difficult.
I agree, sir. I agree.
But the rarest in my collection is the first recorded in India, first recording from India.
Oh, wow.
That Soshi Mukhi record is in my collection.
Okay.
And that very accidentally, I stumbled upon that record in Calcutta.
Okay.
It was in a corner of the room with broken records.
Oh, okay.
Just after I was turning the records, broken. Then I found one record. The label was damaged.
Okay.
But we took it.
Yeah.
And when I checked with that was the first one.
Oh, wow.
The first song, Soshi Mukhi, sung on November 8, 1902. That's the first one. It was a very, very, very rare.
Yeah, that brings me to my next question. When we're talking about price, I'm sure you are aware about the new releases, the new records that have been released by companies and by passionate people like you. There are people in Bombay, in Delhi, who have come together and they are helping out to bring out new releases. The price is maybe not as cheap as it should be, but what do you think about it? Do you think that the prices should come down? Maybe it's like 2,000 rupees for one record. Do you think it should come down, and that will encourage the younger generation to pick up records and listen to them?
In 1942,
yes, sir.
a cheapest gramophone cost almost 70 times the salary of a primary school teacher.
Wow. Yes, I'm sure. It was never a cheap passion. It was never a cheap passion. Yes.
Uh, and in 1980s,
Yeah.
a LP record cost 72 rupees.
Okay.
A record cost 72 rupees.
Yeah. Wow.
Now, if we compare that price to the record, it can be
Yes.
5,000 rupees, maybe the equivalent, almost equivalent.
Yes, sir.
5,000
Yes.
or 6,000.
Yes. Yes.
So, people were buying records for paying 72 rupees.
Yeah. Which was a
without
huge
any
amount.
complaint.
Which was a huge
Without any
amount.
complaint.
Okay.
People were saying, oh, it is very, very much, too much. Because now music is cheap.
Yes. Yes.
On the mobile, you can get free, cheap music.
Very true.
So people think that the price is very high now
Yes.
for the records.
What do you think is the future of vinyl? Do you think vinyl has a future in India? New records are being made. Do you think there is a future of vinyl in India, sir?
There is a revival worldwide.
Okay.
Not it is not specific to India.
Okay.
Almost all the pressing plants have been dismantled. Now, new pressing units are sprouting.
Okay.
So, I hope that soon we will have our own pressing plant in India.
Oh, okay.
Then the cost will go down.
Okay.
We may be getting records from 500 or 600 rupees in the future.
Yes.
And if the demand is high, the cost will go down. You can see the price of Hindi records are low.
Yeah. Because even with the new records that are being pressed, they are being pressed abroad right now. So there is a cost
Yeah.
of importing them. There is a custom duty. All that pushes up the price.
Yeah.
So I think you, along with all of us, are hoping that we have a pressing plant here. So that will also bring down the cost and that will push up the quantity. More and more people.
Surely.
Yeah, more and more people, might join the vinyl revolution. And okay, sir, last question. You have all these shellacs, more than 1 lakh. You have all these gramophones. You have India's biggest museum for vinyl and gramophones. What is the next dream, sir?
I never dream much.
Okay.
It all happens on.
Yeah.
I may be destined to do this. Somebody is
Yeah.
using my hands and my body to do this.
Yeah.
I don't think it is my own.
Okay. So you think God is working through you?
Maybe.
No, definitely for all of us vinyl collectors in India, that is true. You have done something so unique and so great and so inspiring. So that can be very, very true. But if you could do anything more than this, what would it be? Do you want more and more people, more and more visitors to the museum? Do you want children to maybe have a day out, a school to have a day out of a class and come and learn about vinyl, learn about gramophones? I mean, what would you hope for now that you have all this? What is the next hope?
Yeah. I had arranged this museum as an educational setup.
Okay.
The history, the first display board in the museum is history of the museum
Yes.
and all the other stuff, detailing.
Yeah.
And I occasionally get school children from the schools.
Oh,
They
okay.
come in groups with the teachers.
Okay.
And I show them for the children.
Yeah.
It has to be trimmed to suit their age group.
Okay.
So it is a difficult thing. If I go to more scientific things, they
Yeah.
can't understand.
Yes.
And also, I cannot underestimate them. Many of them may be knowing more than I expect.
Oh, yes. The new
So,
generation is very smart. Yes, definitely.
yeah.
Yes.
I may be thinking they are only 10-year-old. 10-year-old in my age, 10-year-old was a very ignorant boy and girls.
those were
But
simpler
the
times.
is much advanced.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those were simpler times.
So
Yeah.
through some objects, I show them how that was recorded, sound was recorded. And I explain everything, show them around, and it takes some 2 hours for the children.
Okay.
Usually they come here by 10:30 and they leave by 12:30.
Oh, I see.
And since that most of the children enjoys it because they have been seen gramophones mostly.
Oh, okay.
They were born in the digital era.
Yes.
They have seen music coming from the mobile.
Yes.
Now need to use all these clumsy things.
Yes. Wonderful.
Even cassette players are new to the new generation.
Yes.
That was new to me. I was not collecting those cassettes.
Okay.
Now I am collecting cassettes also.
Okay.
Because the new generation having seen the players and some say there is one in my attic.
Okay.
So it is not working. Father has not sold it. Agree.
Okay. So now you are adding cassettes to the vinyl and to the gramophones.
Yeah, I have a reasonably good collection of cassettes also. Most of the cassettes donated to me by friends in Delhi, Mumbai, etc.
Okay.
Most of the records, cassettes have been destroyed actually.
Okay.
Many have said that nobody was ready to buy them, so they have dumped them.
Oh, okay. Cassettes are something which I think are easier to damage than vinyl records. I think vinyl records have a longer life than cassettes. Cassettes are a bit more fragile because of the tape. If you remember, we used to use the pen or the pencil to rotate. Yes.
It gets stuck.
It gets stuck. Yes.
It will be sticking together.
Very true.
For the records are mechanical. Their mold is made and record is pressed, hot pressing.
Yes.
So they will not get damaged if temperature is constant.
Yes.
If the temperature goes above 45 degrees, the records will get damaged. Up to 40 degrees, there is no problem for the record.
Yes, very true. Amazing. Thank you so much, sir. Dear friends, you heard all this information from a man who is so passionate about gramophones and vinyl, and as he has said now, cassettes also, that he's made a museum, a 2-floor museum, which it takes 2 hours for you to see the whole museum. That's how big the museum is. I thank you so much, Mr. Sunny Mathew. Thank you for spending your precious time explaining to us and inspiring us. And I wish you many, many more items for your museum, for your collection. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks.
Wow, what an amazing sight. Yes, I am sure all of you will join me in appreciating the great museum that we just saw and chatting with Mr. Sunny Mathew ji. Thank you so much. And now, friends, let me take you to another place in India, Meerut, UP. Because a lot of people think that vinyl records in India are only in the main cities, Bombay, Delhi, Calcutta, but that's not true. I have a friend in Meerut who has been collecting vinyl records and has quite a lot of them, and I have also seen his collection. I have bought a couple of records from him too, and I'd like to introduce all of you to my friend Mr. Rafi Ahmed. नमस्कार सर, कैसे हैं आप?
बस बढ़िया, आप बताइए।
बस ठीक ठाक। बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है आपको इतने टाइम बाद देखने में
जी।
बहुत बढ़िया। रफी जी, हमारे दोस्तों को आप ये बताइए कि आपने कलेक्शन शुरू कब किया? आपका पहला रिकॉर्ड कब आपकी जिंदगी में आया और कैसे आया?
1988 में कैसेट सुनता था, गानों का शौक था, तो मैं शाह म्यूजिक सेंटर जामा मस्जिद सैयद अकबर शाह, वो मेरे उस्ताद भी हैं, उनके पास रिकॉर्डिंग के लिए जाता था गाने। तो वहीं से मुझे शौक लगा, वहाँ रिकॉर्ड देख के रिकॉर्ड, फिर उन्होंने कहा आप रिकॉर्ड कलेक्ट करिए तो आप बड़े वो बन जाएंगे।
अच्छा।
तो मैंने जब से ही बस रिकॉर्ड कलेक्शन शुरू कर दिया, और मेरे को ऊपर वाले की उससे आप देखते हैं बहुत रिकॉर्ड है, 50,000 से ऊपर के रिकॉर्ड्स है मेरे पे।
अच्छा।
हाँ, हिंदी 78, LP EP टोटल मिलाकर 50,000 के करीब है।
अच्छा अच्छा
जी जी।
अरे क्या बात। As he said, he's got more than 50,000 records, a variety of records. और आपके हिसाब से जो आपको आप सेल भी करते हैं कुछ रिकॉर्ड
जी,
है ना? तो आपके हिसाब से बेस्ट कस्टमर्स, आपके ज्यादातर कस्टमर्स कहाँ से हैं? कौन से शहर से या कौन सी कंट्री से? विदेश में भी आप सेल करते हैं?
दिल्ली से भी लेते हैं लोग, मुझसे लेके बेचते हैं। नेट पे ज्यादातर सेल करने वाले नेट वाले हैं, नेट पर सेल करते हैं मुझसे लेके।
हाँ जी।
और कलकत्ता, बॉम्बे, सब जगह कस्टमर है, बेंगलोर, मद्रास, सब जगह।
हाँ जी जी। और विदेश में भी आप?
हाँ, विदेश में भी बेचते हैं, जो नेट से लेके बेचते हैं मुझसे।
हाँ जी हाँ जी। और सबसे, मैं ये नहीं पूछूंगा सबसे बढ़िया कस्टमर कौन है, नहीं तो आप मेरा नाम लोगे, मुझे पता है। जी।
आपको भी ऑटोग्राफ के काफी रिकॉर्ड दिए हैं।
हाँ, ऑटोग्राफ रिकॉर्ड्स का मेरे को शौक है। बिल्कुल आप सही कह रहे हैं, बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं आप। और आपको क्या क्या फ्यूचर लगता है रिकॉर्ड्स का, कि भाई जिस हिसाब से रिकॉर्ड्स अब वो दिन नहीं रहे जो सन 60 में या सन 70 में थे, लेकिन आपको क्या लगता है क्वालिटी के हिसाब से, या कुछ नए रिलीजेस हो रहे हैं, तो आपको फ्यूचर क्या लगता है कि इंडिया में क्या फ्यूचर है रिकॉर्ड्स का?
रिकॉर्ड्स का फ्यूचर तो इसीलिए है कि देखिए, कैसेट की लाइफ होती है मुश्किल से 30-40 साल।
हाँ जी।
सीडी की नो लाइफ, कोई लाइफ नहीं। रिकॉर्ड्स की लाइफ जो है 300 ईयर है, 300 साल।
ओहो, क्या
300 साल लाइफ है रिकॉर्ड्स की, तो इसलिए उसका फ्यूचर तो है ही, वो तो लास्ट टाइम तक सही रहेंगे।
अच्छा।
हाँ, बाकी सब चीज खत्म होती रहेंगी।
अच्छा
जी।
और आपको लगता है कि कंपनीज और रिलीज करती रहेंगी?
हाँ, कंपनी में बना रहे हैं लोग, बाग इंटरेस्ट ले रहे हैं बहुत। जैसे लोग हैं जो रिकॉर्ड बनवाते हैं, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, HMV, सोनी वोनी सब बना रहे हैं।
हाँ जी
जी।
और प्राइस का आपको कैसा लगता है कि जो प्राइस अभी है, जैसे 2,000 रुपये है या कोई ज्यादातर, क्या वो आपको लगता है ठीक है, या आपको लगता है कि थोड़ी कम होनी चाहिए नए लोगों को लाने के लिए?
प्राइस तो शुरू में निकलते हैं, लेकिन बाद में लोग महंगा कर देते हैं उसे। अच्छा। ब्लॉक कर देते हैं, तो कम बनते हैं ना, ज्यादा बनेंगे तो प्राइस सही रहेगा।
हाँ जी।
मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कम हो रही है।
अच्छा
जी।
अच्छा, तो आपके हिसाब से प्राइस कम होने चाहिए?
जी।
हाँ, ताकि नए कलेक्टर,
हाँ, नए कलेक्टर ले सकें।
हाँ जी हाँ जी। और म्यूजिक के हिसाब से आपको लगता है कि हमारा जो संगीत है, भारतीय संगीत, शास्त्रीय संगीत, उसके और रिकॉर्ड्स बनने चाहिए?
रिकॉर्ड बनने से रिकॉर्ड्स की क्वालिटी अच्छी होती है ना, बेस्ट क्वालिटी है। यश चोपड़ा जी जैसे सब रिकॉर्ड्स ही बनवाते हैं अपनी हर फिल्म के, वीरधारा से लेकर शुरू से आखिर तक, तो वो उन्हें मालूम है क्वालिटी, रिकॉर्ड्स की क्वालिटी तो अलग ही होती है।
हाँ जी।
इसलिए बनने चाहिए रिकॉर्ड तो।
हाँ जी। क्या बात है, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे मिलके।
थैंक यू
रवि भाई।
थैंक यू।
और हम देख रहे हैं कि आप छाए हुए हैं, आपका कलेक्शन देख रहे हैं, बहुत बढ़िया कलेक्शन है आपका। और दैट्स माय फ्रेंड Rafi Ahmed from Meerut, UP. And now let's go to my this week's Vinyl Collector's Tips. See you there. Now it's time for the collector's tip of this episode for new vinyl collectors. This time I would like to talk about the way to grade the quality of records. This becomes very important before you decide to purchase records, especially online. The various grades include mint, near mint, excellent, very good, good and fair. Although every seller has his own perception at times of grading the records, the best bet is to buy from sellers who follow the gold mine standard of grading records, otherwise you might be unpleasantly surprised. According to the gold mine standard, each vinyl and sleeve should be given a grade that ranges from pristine mint down to badly damaged poor or fair. To visually create a record, inspect the sleeve and any inserts, that is lyric sheets, posters, etc. for ring wear, discoloration, sticker residue and seam splits. You will also need to inspect the vinyl surface for scratches and other imperfections. Visually inspecting a record is best done under a bright light positioned close to the vinyl surface. You can find out more by searching online for Gold Mine Standard vinyl grading. It's always better to buy with the knowledge of the grading and quality from trusted sellers so that you can enjoy your vinyl collection for years to come. And now we come to the end of this episode featuring the Vinyl and Gramophone Museum. Do tune into our next episode, which will once again be talking about vinyl and the people who love them in India. I hope all of you enjoyed the episode, and if you did, please subscribe to this channel and like and share this video so that others can appreciate vinyl too. You can also send any questions, suggestions or feedback to the email jazzyvinyl@yahoo.com. For my vinyl collector friends, happy collecting, and for everyone else watching, thank you and hope to see you in the next episode. Till then, take care and long live the vinyl.
Watch this.